Things organized, yeah.
Well, that sounds very bad. So is your family hyped for you to start the journey?
Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah,
On that.
this has been a long time coming. I feel like I was just telling my wife how I just feel like this is the right thing. And even my last job, like we look back at our jobs and we say like, wow, how things have prepared you for the next step. And I just feel like everything I've done is like kind of prepared me for this.
Good, I love that.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and then when you whenever you go out now from now on, from this day forward, tell everybody you're an agent
That's it.
and ask for referrals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to like setting up all the social media stuff and I was looking at some of like the 30-day challenges on that website and social media and YouTube and all that and stuff. So I'm really, really excited for that. Hi. Hi,
Hello.
Rebecca. Nice to see you.
I'm just gonna give you a hug.
All right, I'm a hug.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you very much. Nice
Thank
to
you.
be here.
You guys this fun.
Yes, I did.
Aw, well,
Yeah.
thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome.
You'll make me proud.
Yeah.
I will, I promise. I won't let you down.
So did I tell you Friday? Did you know that I'm going back into real estate?
No,
So starting Monday,
really?
I will be a realtor right alongside you. So I will be in here
Oh,
every morning. Lead generating,
okay.
scripting and role playing, putting my process and systems together. So I'm like,
Great.
anybody that's hungry and wants to succeed,
Yes.
come on in and I'll teach you everything I know.
That's what I really need, like his mentorship, just trying, I learned so well from that.
Yeah.
From experience,
And so let's just do it
shadow
together.
you every day, let's do it. Oh,
And
I'm
that,
so
and
excited.
so the other agents are like, oh my gosh, you're leaving, and I'm like, I'm not going anywhere, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna have more time, not with all the leadership stuff.
Yes.
To be able to sit down next to you guys and just tell you, share everything I know.
Oh, I can't wait.
Learn from you guys too.
That's
So,
wonderful. Oh, I can't wait. I'm
maybe
excited.
that's,
We're about to
20
open
minutes
house.
for waiting for people to hop on. We're starting experience, but yes,
gotcha.
open houses with some AI, gonna do some videos, gonna watch Tom Ferry, video from him. What's we going?
All right, what, have you guys done paperwork and everything already?
He's doing it after this with the girls.
Okay,
Yep.
and then Deb's doing it right after Igor.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we're just kind of rinse and repeating.
Oh yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Like it.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're gonna the video will be cool. It'll have a bunch of tips for like open houses, and what we want is so the goal for open houses is not just, I mean, yes, the goal is to sell the home while you're there, but the real goal of an open house is to build your data connection.
Right?
And what's really nice right now is that since you have to get the buyer broker agreement signed, a lot of people are coming to open houses not with agents.
Okay.
So like when I sold, everybody and their mother would come with an agent. Now they
Yeah.
don't want to be stuck with one person.
Sure.
So they come, and then that's why you would have some buyer broker agreements there, and talk,
Okay.
moves up the people and be like, yeah, I want to be your agent.
Okay.
That's why we're down here. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a great, place to meet people are looking.
Yeah.
Wow, me and my wife used to just go pop in open houses all the time.
Yeah.
Just to check it out. We weren't working with any agents. Like, oh, let's go check it out. It's just to see, like, for fun and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
even if we didn't have like a crazy intention to sell, but just interested and see what else is out there and just making connections. You may not wanna buy it now, but maybe something comes down the road. If you go in there for a reason,
Exactly.
some kind of reason.
Yep, and that's why it's huge to build that database, cause yeah, you could have like 10 people wanting to buy right now.
Mhm.
But then what about the other 200 that are gonna buy within the next couple of years?
Those are warm leads, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, you just gotta work with them, that's where our like database and our touch
Okay.
programs that will teach you.
I'm really
comes into
excited.
play.
Where I came from, I was just saying how things have prepared me. I was right before this, I was in orthopedic sales, and I was like patient coordinators, intake. So people would come in and call in, and I'd make them appointments and stuff. But they were very into data and follow-ups, and every potential patient with every person that called was a potential patient, and having certain cadences to follow up, and text messages, scripts, templates, all that stuff. I even went above and beyond myself to build all that, but they were trying to work out a system in Salesforce. It's just they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It was very difficult. That was like a new thing that was coming in, and they were trying to incorporate it. So a lot of the stuff I just did manually. I kept great
Okay.
notes and Excel sheets and stuff. So I feel like that was great. I'm looking at this database. I'm like, this is amazing, because this is exactly what
Yeah,
we were trying to do.
Yep.
And it seems like it's nice and
oh, it's all
set up.
And on your phone too, when you download the KW app, why do you do that?
Mhm.
You can make the call through that, like with your phone, and then
Yes.
they'll have. I think it will have like a little like it'll take some transcript and notes for you.
Okay.
And then give you a synopsis of what you said, and then after the first, like your next 5 phone calls with the same person, it'll make a really big transcript of what you said. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
So you know how it will kind of make the script for you.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then with AI too, with ChatGPT, we have it create a whole bunch of different things.
That's
We
amazing.
You know how there's like people like Tony Robbins?
Of course. Yes.
So-
They were big into Tony Robbins. I watched a
Yeah.
lot of his stuff. I read some of his books.
Oh yeah, I'm big into him as well. I
Yeah.
went to a few of his things, but there's have you heard of the guy named Phil M. Jones?
No, I don't think so.
So he is kind of like a motivational speaker, but he's also a teacher and teaches you how to speak.
What's his name?
Phil M. Jones.
Phil M. Jones. Somebody to look up. I did download you. We were talking about the podcast. If I listened to any,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought that would have been a good idea, so I went and I downloaded one of the podcast what is it called? Bigger Pocket.
Okay, yeah.
About you know that one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, let's go.
That was a lot of good stuff. I saw some of the titles of the shows and stuff, so
Yeah.
I enjoyed that and
I love it.
started listening to that. I'll definitely check this guy out too. Is he now? Tell me a little bit about him. Is he like real estate?
No, so he's not in real estate, but he paired with KW. And so his big thing is know what to say, when to say it, not when you need to say it.
Mhm.
So like to prepare scripts, a bunch of things. I use whenever I'm with ChatGPT and I'm writing a script, I say use like write it in Phil M. Jones style. Because the way he speaks is really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing what we could do with AI.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's crazy. All right. So we have one on Zoom, one in person. I love it. Thanks for being here. I'm sure more stragglers will come in because that's usually what happens. But what we're going to do is we're talking about open houses. And I'm going to show you a video and then we'll get into it. So share my screen here. All right.
Do differently. Hey, welcome to the Tom Ferry Show. Today, I want to give you a sneak peek of one of the best agents in the country on his strategies for doing open houses. For context, I'm a big fan of modeling other successful people. Specifically, what do they say, what do they do, how do they do it to produce such tremendous results? You're about to see how Andy C. from Intero Real Estate, one of the most dominant agents in the country, for context, he's already at, as of today, $7 million in closed and pending commissions on about 170 transactions. And get this, 80% of those transactions come from open houses and geographic farming, like we talked about last week. So here's that sneak peek from the summit with Andy C.
If you want to be great at open houses, the number one thing you have to do is put out 25 to 35 signs. Okay? Every single open house, 25 to 35 signs. Number 2, when you're at the open house, your number 1 goal is to set one rock solid appointment. That's it. That's your goal. One rock solid appointment. What does that mean? If a seller or an owner is curious about the value of their house, or they want to, sell their house, you set an appointment to see their house. This is your script. I don't mind doing this. Like, it's a big deal. Like, I don't mind doing this. After the open house, why don't I swing by? I'll take a look at your house and give you a realistic idea of what it can sell for and how quick we can get it done. How does that sound? Okay? Again, I don't mind doing this. After the open house, why don't I swing by? I'll take a look at your house and give you a realistic idea of how much it's worth and how quick we can get it sold. Okay? For a buyer, okay, your goal is to set an appointment to show them houses. Okay, so either after the open house, so at the open house, you're gonna ask them questions. What are they looking for? You're gonna build the idea of what they want. You have a good picture, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what schools, what area, and then you're gonna say, oh my gosh, I've got a house. It's gonna be perfect for you. You wanna go see it at 5 o'clock after the open house? Perfect, and you set an appointment. And if they say no, what about Monday? You wanna go at noon or after work? Okay, what does that require? It requires that you know your market cold. You need to know the inventory. You have to have visited the inventory every week. All the houses in your zip code. You have to hopefully have off-market listings. Okay, hopefully you've called expireds and canceled. That's another off-market listing opportunity. Okay, so number 1 was what? Number 2?
The leads are broke. You just don't understand. They don't have the money. They have fear. They just want to do it later. Look.
Okay, number 3, you only talk to one person at a time. Right here, you do not break eye contact. You do not break eye contact until you are certain they are or are not an appointment. 50 people can walk through the door. Michael Jordan, it doesn't matter. Kim Kardashian, I'm right here until I know for sure you're an appointment or not. Once I've established that, then I can go to the next person, okay? Because my goal is one rock solid appointment. So I'm only talking to one person at a time. Number 4, if this is your sole method of prospecting, I used to say 40 hours a month. I'm gonna up that to 80 hours a month minimum if this is your sole method of prospecting, okay? For most agents, we have a lot more sweat equity than we have dollar equity. We can use our time a lot more than we can spend money and, farm and all that kind of stuff. So I'd much rather see you do a plan that I have a lot of my new agents doing, 100 open houses in 100 days. 100 open houses in 100 days. And these aren't like 3 to 4 hour open houses, these are like minimum 5 to 8 hour open houses. Okay, if you guys were on the Tom Ferry core or the chat, right? Last Saturday, I was chatting with some people about open houses. I personally, right, was doing an open house from 11 to like 1, and then I helped another agent open another open house that was gonna be open from 1 to 4, and then I personally was in an open house from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay? I've made over $5 million this year. I've got $2 million pending, right? So I've got a really good shot at hitting 10 million. I was at an open house from 11 to 9 p.m. on last Saturday. Okay? That's how important I think this is. When my kids, they go to Hawaii, right? They'll go there for I'll rent a house there for 2 or 3 weeks. I literally commute. I come back on Friday, I do open houses Saturday, Sunday, I fly back on Monday. I did that twice this summer. I know it's crazy, but that's how important I think open houses are, okay? And number 5, you have to be an expert in your marketplace. You need to know your zip code cold, right? I could tell you right now in Saratoga, there's 62 houses on the market. There's 29 pending. There's 10,000 single family homes. On average, 300 sell a year. I do 20 to 30% of all of them. I get 20% of the listings, plus I do a bunch of buyer sales. I am involved in like 30% of every sale in Saratoga. I know tons of off-market listings because I've got like 15 coming, right? And so that's the massive value. So I was super fast. I was at an open house 3 weeks ago, sitting in my own open house, $3 million listing. This buyer comes in, husband and wife, And we just get to talking, and they said, well, you know, we're looking for this. And I said, how does this one work for you? Always sell the house you're in. Golden nugget number 1, always sell the house you're in. That means you ask everybody that walks in the door, would they like to write an offer on this house? Just point blank. So what do you think? Do you want to write an offer on this house? Because that will open up tons of conversation. Okay, so I asked them that. They said no. I told them about 3 off-market properties I had, and then they immediately said, oh, that doesn't work, but we did see this one house on Lomita. I said, Lomita, you gotta know that that's a block and a half away from the cemetery. They've got an underground stream, underground water there. If you want, I don't mind doing this. After the open house, I'll meet you there, and I'll walk you through the house, and I can tell you what could be wrong with it. So we go there. Sure enough, like there's little cracks in the frames of the doorways and the windows. And I said, hey, let's look at the home inspection. Sure enough, expansive soils. But guess what? They trusted me. We wrote an offer in contract, $3.2 million, okay? 15 minutes worth of work, right? But what's the reality? The reality is it wasn't 15 minutes worth of work. It was 17 years in the business, looking at all the houses for 17 years. All right? What do you think? Good enough?
He goes, what do you think? Good enough? Ladies and gentlemen, a bonus. Andy C. in the house. I'm always grateful when Andy will come and share as a client, as a friend, as a former coach of mine, and I hope you got a tremendous amount of value. And I would absolutely recommend you follow through on exactly what he just shared. Now, Andy and I have been discussing open houses for as long as we can remember. One of the strategies we came up with back in 2010, we called the mega open house. Different from an open house, but some of the same elements. And again, Andy's the master of what to say when you're in the moment. I want to talk to you about launching a new listing, whether it's in your farm or just in a community where you know you're going to get a lot of traffic. How do we optimize that to generate as many listings from that open house as possible?
All right. So I'm going to share this video with y'all later so you can finish it, but I just wanted to share that portion with you. All right, and welcome on everybody who hopped on while the video was going on. If you have any questions or just want to say something, shout out, unmute yourself. I'm not going to look at the chat because there's other people here, so feel free to hop off. But what were some takeaways from that video?
It was very practical. I feel like a lot of good, solid.
Yeah.
Quality things to incorporate.
Yeah, I think. What about the Zoom world? Any takeaways that you guys got?
I really liked the making sure that you're talking to just one person at a time. Because sometimes a bunch of people come in and you're like, well, I feel like I have to say hi to everybody so that they feel welcome, but then the person you're talking to can feel neglected. So I think permission that's okay was good.
Yeah, no, I love that. When I first held open houses, I would feel the same way. I'd be like, okay, thank you so much. I gotta go introduce myself to these people, and it makes people feel like, oh, well, he didn't really care about me. So yeah, I agree with that. Getting that permission is really nice.
And I'm assuming knowing your market cold is just like in the back of your head, like not having to look anything up and stats and stuff.
Yeah.
Just knowing the market cold. That's what that means.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. And that's like this tomorrow. Brian stay in the market at 2:30.
Mhm.
Well, it'll be great to attend if you can or rewatch the video so you know what's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And one last thing, the 100 open houses in 100 days. Everything else seemed very practical. I don't know how that's practical doing. Is that like one a day for 100 days, or doing like 2 a day, or I thought there was only more on weekends. Like, are there more available open houses during the week and stuff?
Yeah, that's a great question. So one, it seems like you could do it, have whatever you want as long as you have 100 open houses in 100 days. But yeah, you can have an open house any day.
Okay.
Heather, the intern TL over in Inglewood, her big thing was she held open houses during the day or during the week. So you would hold one from 8 in the morning till 10 or 11. You get the people dropping their kids off
Sure.
at school, coming home.
Okay.
Then you would hold it from 12 to 2, which
Okay.
would be the lunchtime people. And then 5 to 7, which would be people after work and after dinner.
So you can do that. Is possible. That's
Yep.
very practical. Assuming
Correct.
that. Okay.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying too, with having one from 11 o'clock to 9 o'clock
Yeah.
and having that. So yeah, very practical.
Okay.
Just make sure you have some strong Wi-Fi and have a seat to sit.
Okay. Yeah.
And then what he also said too was have as many open house signs as you can. If you look in command on Connect and look up the open house playbook, it says in there you wanna have 20 to 40 open house signs. That guy said, what,
25 to
25?
35?
Yeah. So it's, you wanna have it, plant it on every street corner. Which was one of my pet peeves. I see open houses all the time, but only one sign, and I'm like, okay, where am I going? Where is
Is it
it?
kind of direction?
Yep, yeah,
Can you put like the actual address on the signs, or is that
I would just do directional.
just do directionally? Okay.
Yeah, but then you could put it on like social media. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if anything, like maybe a balloon, I've noticed like people put like balloons or something to advertise like, hey, this is the house.
You can.
That's
Do
okay.
you put balloons on yours?
No.
He's a good open
Yeah.
house guy.
I make my living off on that.
Oh,
What I would do, I apologize for being late.
Nope, you're good.
So what I would do, a couple things I learned. He's 100% right. Get your signs out there, breadcrumb it to make sure
Yeah.
you know what you're doing.
Mhm.
Do it early, do it early. You have stakes in the ground by noon, by 9 o'clock. Right? You want people driving by 70 or Fruitville, whatever, so they come back, oh, I'm running here, oh, they open house.
Okay.
Tip 2, take the money, buy the thing, top of it says today, 12 to
Yeah.
3, today, 11 to 1, whatever
Whatever
that is.
there might be one on there.
100%, 100%. Why? Get it done professionally, signs in one day, does it right. And what happens is, problem with writing in, you see these guys that write it in, monsoon season, which is every day.
Yeah.
They look like plows. They look like a fool.
Wow.
So it's 100%. Just do directional, right? Get your name on there, get your phone number on there, get Keller Williams, and then put signs point, and then get the toppers. You put those in. Those are worth more than any balloon because now they know, look, you're open 12 to 3 or 12 to 2. I'm running
They can
errands
plan
at
for
9
that.
o'clock. I can come back, hit you right up,
Sure.
and they know the time, right? So balloons are nice. Need is that time in the direction, so then you point them in.
Yeah.
One last clue, once you get your signs, get one that says straight ahead. I can't tell you how many clowns put this thing that does this, it's like, what is that? Where am I going? Right,
Yeah.
they're trying to angle it, it's like, am I, you want me to turn here, go straight? And signs that truly say, like pointed signs.
Like with arrows or?
I can take you out to my car and show you, yes,
Yeah.
it says straight ahead, it's an arrow that points and it says straight ahead.
Yep, perfect. Thank you for that.
Do you
Yeah.
you guys have recommendations of where to get signs? Preferably like I could not buy 20 to 40 off the bat. I know that for a
Yeah.
fact.
No,
Like,
you're good.
New and I don't have the income to be able to do that right now. So
Yeah.
if like I know we get 2, but that's not 40. So like any there.
Yes, so, yes, I would, if you're holding an open house for somebody, ask them if they have signs and borrow theirs. Also, if you go to the Flock Shop, you can, and that's what I had for later, you can go to the Flock Shop, go to signs, and you could have those signs made if you wanted to. I agree though, 20 to 40 signs is a lot of money, so don't worry about that, but yeah.
8 to 10.
Yeah, alright, so he said 8 to 10 signs right now is good for him, which is, it's perfect.
So
If you want,
on the
Yep.
Flock Shop, I just saw like the designs for the signs, but the people to actually get them made is recommendation.
gotcha, where did you say you go for your signs?
Signs in one day.
Signs in one day,
Okay,
It's
and that's
right off of Bee Ridge,
do you know,
Oh.
anywhere down north, near like Venice?
Venice. Oh, you know, though, from Venice, and there's, I just sold a house in Inglewood. Venice, you can get up there at Bee Ridge, you can be there in less than a half hour.
Just curious.
I don't know any of the ones down the.
Yeah, that's right, I'll also ask, Kennedy where she recommends to, where she sends people as well for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Great question. So yeah, so a few things. So again, I kind of spoke this this morning. Yeah, like he said, you want to sell the home. Ask the person if they want to write your contract. Great, but the main goal is to build your database. And you could go build your database. How? By holding as many open houses as you can and talking with people and asking them, hey, are you working with anybody? No, okay, cool. And ask a lot of those, personal questions. Ask them 4 questions, which is, family, occupation, recreation, dreams, those sort of things. So you can build up, a more personable level, build up that relationship. So why do you guys think open houses are still one of the most effective lead gen tools, even in like the digital age?
You probably know better than I do.
No.
I was gonna say, people like seeing things hands-on, seeing things in person. Sometimes visually it's good, but there's things that you could miss and could ask questions as you see them.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. What were you gonna say?
I think 100% right with that, and I think also this is your chance to interview with people who are motivated, who are taking action, and who are looking to find someone. That's the down fight. I think it's also bad to tell you I'm working on it, but this is my chance to meet you face to face.
Yes.
I had a lady call me today who wouldn't leave her name or number, right, which always upsets me,
Yeah.
but she called me back,
Mm,
say, look, I really like what you had to bring. So this is your one-on-one interview.
Yeah.
They're not out going for groceries, they're not scrolling just to see, they are there looking at homes.
Mhm.
Whether or not it's that one, doesn't matter, they're interviewing you, and that's your time to shine and show what you know and what you care and what you can do for them.
it's great.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, you know. Face-to-face contact by themselves, like you said, is that more personable thing. Also, you get to door knock the community and be like, hey, I'm hosting an open house. Obviously, I don't think you're gonna buy your neighbor's house, but you could. Or you could know, they're looking to buy or sell in the future, so they could be a future listing, which is good. And then when you just walk the area and go to restaurants and all of that sort of thing, you can build those relationships. We just had brokers open this past weekend for 2 agents in Inglewood, and they had our lender Chris bought a bottle of wine, and they did a giveaway for that. So you can kind of do something similar for your open house. Yeah. So how have you, if you've had open houses, or if you haven't, how have you thought about marketing it? Have you guys marketed your open houses?
Social media.
Yeah, right?
Yes, what'd you say?
I said social media and signs.
Yep, so perfect, so just what you said. Yes, so social media and signs are the biggest thing. Now, have you guys, when you do a social media, has anybody made an event on social media?
No.
No, okay, so this is what I challenge you to do for your next open house. Obviously, post it everywhere, do all the videos, we'll get into that. But on Facebook, you can create events, and those events you can make public. So that way, if Joe Schmo is looking at what's going on in my area, your open house will appear. And you'll be like, okay, cool, let me go see this open house. If you don't have that, he doesn't know that there's an open house. So it's kind of like if you had a newspaper back in the, I say back in the day. And you put it on the newspaper for an open house, but on social media.
Still read the newspaper.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're looking for open houses, honestly, just headlines.
Yeah, exactly. You can have a good headline though.
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
Nice to meet you.
Bill's friend,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, okay, so what I want you guys to do, for the next, couple minutes, come up with some good social media hooks for your open houses. So what that would be an attention stopper, like, hey, stop scrolling, this open house. So like these hooks. Do about, I'll give you 3 or 4 minutes and then we'll go over it.
Can you use a ChatGPT for that?
Yes, you can.
That'll be too easy.
Let me make you a copy of this.
Okay.
Got another one? Not roll.
Good. That would like the one in the game. Deferred maintenance on a lot of things. It's like about $26,000 after my inspection. And they are not gonna budge, so.
We're the same ones from Ohio. They
Yeah.
kept running into that problem.
Say. It's number.
Amazing. I had a home inspection, they missed everything. I had like the worst home inspection ever.
Who'd you use?
So whoever they.
Oh.
I don't know who they were. It's not one of the groups that anybody here would.
I'll tell you today. it's always their choice. But I would always say, as I highly recommend these proven agencies that my team has worked with.
Yeah.
Automatic
Who are you
Agencies
using,
Company.
FBI group?
I use FBI. I use Pillar to Post.
I like that lady.
I'm telling you, they deliver.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're detailed as hell. I can send it all over it. But yeah, don't you tell them, because then that gets you off the hook. These guys are pulling winners, we know what to do.
Alright.
Yeah.
We write any of them down?
I wish I knew that before, but.
What was that? That's okay. No, you're good.
I wouldn't even know where to.
That's alright. Anybody on Zoom, write any down? Any fun hooks? Did, ChatGPT give you anything anywhere?
I just love it. Give me a second.
Go ahead, Zoom Nation, what were you saying? Let me turn the volume up.
I was just saying, I mean, a real simple one, stop scrolling, your future address is waiting for you. I mean, simple, hooky, catchy, get them in.
Absolutely, love that. Good job. Yep, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing.
You're welcome.
If you scroll past this house, I hope your toaster breaks.
He said, if you scroll past this house, I hope your toaster breaks. It's not a bad one. A little aggressive.
It's very aggressive.
Yeah. Alright, awesome. Okay, so also I'm gonna send so I'm gonna say all you ladies, because the only people on Zoom are all ladies. So I'm gonna send you guys the student manual after this, so you have that, as well as the video in case you missed the video earlier. Alright.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. So what's the script that you, that anybody uses when somebody walks into an open house? Anybody have a script? Wayne, do you have a script you use?
I do. The first thing I do is I introduce myself, Keller Williams, welcome to my open house. Then I immediately jump in to get their names and then also where they're from. And I talk a little bit about the house, benefits of it. And then quickly, I say, I'm gonna be in the kitchen area and would be there if you need any questions. So I try to hit it quick, who I am, who are they, a little bit about themselves, a little bit about the house, and then let them go through. Then I follow up as they have more information to get about the house. After that, I jump right into the market information. So that usually captivates them. Then after that, it's easy for the have them fill out the questionnaire.
Yeah, I love that. And do you have them fill out the questionnaire right before they leave, or when do you have that?
I have right before they leave. Yep, they've seen the house, they have their perspectives, they've seen the market. And I find if I give them some information, they're willing to fill out. I also I've been doing it for street, and we have this goodie bag, which I've never done, but it is interesting how many people go to the goodie bag and again feel a little more obligated to give their feedback because they're getting snacks.
Yeah,
So
okay, I like that.
although the kids will dine and dash on you, but at least the parents feel a little guilty.
So, yeah,
Forgive me for asking, because I'm not sure, I've never seen the questionnaire, what kind
There you
of
go.
questions are on the questionnaire?
well, do you have any specific questions that are on there?
And yeah, it's, I can write it out. It's really just, the first thing and foremost is authenticity. Second thing is to know that you care about them. Then they want to know what you know about this house, about the market.
Okay.
So if you think those as concepts, but it's always good to know you, right?
Of
It's your
course, yeah.
name, a little bit where you're from, you know the area, then I jump into the house.
Okay.
So it's really inverse. It's more of a conversation than scripted, because it's the same way.
Yeah, the conversation, exactly.
Exactly, so.
Make it
I'm
personal.
walking in, exactly right, I don't, are now reading.
Yeah,
from the
exactly.
script,
Okay.
let me tell you. So that's what I try to, a little bit of myself, about you, where you're from, you know the area, about the house, and then please walk through the house. I'll be
Okay.
in the back, I've got some information on the market, like to share with you, and then get some questions from you about the house.
And the questionnaire is in that, I guess something like you said, you hand them before they go and.
I have it on my clipboard, I'll give you a copy of it.
All right, perfect,
And it's
yeah.
also, when, in the, command and connect, the, open house playbook, there's a few examples in there as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So yeah, and then when do you guys ask, do they have an agent? When should you ask that? Should it be the first thing you say to them?
First thing. I believe it should be the first thing.
Okay, so I'll have to challenge you on that. If I came into an open house and I was like, hey Shania, are you working with an agent?
Yes.
How would that make you feel?
What do you want from me?
I think it will probably make me feel probably kind of like what as the person just asked, like, what do you want from me? Like, is you're asking me that question for me to sign agreement with you or something, something like that.
So you bring up a great point. So I'd recommend asking that down the road a little bit more when you build rapport with them.
I don't ask. And
You don't ask.
if you've done it enough times, you'll learn. It's like if you're in a clothing store and someone asks you, "Can I help you?" Your first response is gonna be,
No.
"No, I'm just looking."
I'm looking, yeah.
Right. That's what they're gonna say. You got an agent? Yeah. No, they don't. What you want to do is give them information, give them news they can use, make them want to know more about you. Talk about, have you bought a home in Florida? Have you signed a know anything about a buyer brokerage agreement that went down the Pinar settlement a year ago? Find out these things, right?
Got it.
Then you say, when they say, no, I'm not aware of that, give them that knowledge. Then, as you're filling out, they'll say, yes, and it's easy to converse and say, I'd love to help you with this.
Yeah, I
Here's
love
the steps. First, you say, if you bought a home in Florida, are you ready, aware of the buyer brokerage agreement that went down a year ago? Has someone taken you through the steps of buying a home? You'll know right then and there if they know.
And that kind of lays it up for you to see. If you're giving them information and they're not aware of things, either A, they don't have buyers, they don't have an agent, or B, maybe they don't have one that's well informed, then you know, and
Yeah.
so
That
it's a
happened.
win-win.
That happened. I told Brad that happened this weekend. Someone told me they had it. I didn't ask. They told me. I said, that's fine. I'm still gonna give you a minute. So when you hear they have one after you give them knowledge, double down.
Yeah.
Double
Mhm.
down. Think of this. They're dating. They're not married. They're dating. They'll tell you if they're married. I got a call today. They're married. Well, sorry, hate to say it. You have to get a divorce before I can help you. But the point is, when you hear that, give them more information,
Yeah.
give them more knowledge, because it's news they can use.
Yep.
And you'll be surprised how many people grab your card after they said they had an agent.
Yep.
That's great, great
Yeah.
insight.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Appreciate that. Thank you for answering. So a little, where was I? So something I do when they first come in, hey, welcome in, thanks for stopping by. I'll be with you in a moment, because most likely I'll be talking with another person, like in the video, which you missed a little bit, came in later. In the video, they said, keep making eye contact with the person you're speaking with. Don't move on to somebody else. Talk with them. When you're done that conversation, then move on to your next person, next potential client. Okay. So what I want us to do now is, well, first off, when you guys go have an open house and people leave and it's the next day, what does your follow-up look like? Does anybody just send a text message in hopes they get back to you, or an email?
I would call.
Okay, yeah. And there's no wrong answer. Right, let me preface that. There's no wrong answer, only my answer. Okay. So phone call's good. A text also, yeah.
I do a voice text.
A
I do a
voice
voice text with the address, the home in the background before I leave the property. Before you get in the car.
Video text or voice
Video text, video text, video text. Before I get in the car, make that video of that house, of that property, thanking them for coming to 123 Main Street today. We look forward to getting information on the market or following up on the discussion that you had with them. And you look forward to hearing from them in the future. So before you leave, give them they have your name, they have the clothes that you wore, they have the house you're in. It's a great way to identify things for future.
Perfect. Kelly, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I follow up with a text just saying thank you for the, coming out to the open house, which going back to how I greet them, when I like to greet, people as they come in the front door, typically I'll open the door for them. And I usually am like jokingly like, welcome to your new home. I'm Kelly Rossman with Keller Williams, and get some ice broken there. But, I like to tell them, have a look around, I'm happy to answer any questions. I've no pressure. Because I hate a pushy salesman. that's me. When I walk into a car salesman shop, let me look around for a minute. Then I buzz back around and I touch on them. Is there any questions I can answer for you guys? Any specific features about the house I can tell you about? Afterwards, I don't do the surveys. I've tried them. I just didn't get very good success with them. So, I often will have a gift card, say, hey, we're going to do a raffle. Put your name, if you want to sign up for the raffle. I get a lot of names and uh, a lot of contacts that way. But that gets me the follow-up. But then I'm not very pushy about, if they got kids, I'm like, hey, kids, where you go to school at? I get details on where they're at school, so that tells me what location they're looking for, what area they're about. And just try to get to know them as people. Well, what are you guys doing this afternoon? You guys are going to go out on to the beach, or what's your interest? And try to veer away from it's a sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch. No, try to get to know them on a friendly level. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, people are like, man, I like you. They just really, it becomes a person to person type of thing.
Yep. That's beautiful and that's perfect. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah. One thing I was gonna say, do you have social media? Are you actively on it?
Yes, yes. And when I do an open house, I will do a video. I like to do a video of the open house while I'm there. And then, but way before the open house, I post, I do a flyer, I post it, I push it on groups, different groups, different areas. I'm talking New York groups, New Yorkers moving to Florida group. I blast it in groups. And honestly, just from a open house last weekend, I've got a New Hampshire guy on the hook from an upper Northeast group, and he's got me actively looking. So just from that one post.
I love that. Yeah, what I was gonna say is you said you do raffles. Well, see if you can collect people's social media and then announce the winner of the raffle on social media and say they have to also follow you. That way you have their following. You gain that. The more people you have, the better. Social media, your goal is 1,000 people and then keep going. But once you hit that 1,000 people mark, a lot more things on the business aspect open up. So that would be a challenge.
I like that. That's an awesome idea. I like that. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Came up with it on the spot, so it's perfect. Appreciate the thought. Yeah. So what I want to do for the next several minutes now is create a script for you guys, like create a script for yourselves that you can have for a video after your open house to say, hey, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. If you need anything, I'm here to help. You can't steal that script. I want you to come up with something fun, and then we'll share it. I'll give you a few minutes. All right. What do we have? Anything fun? ChatGPT come up with anything cool?
I actually just made myself, he just polished, but
Nice.
it's thank you so much to everyone who came out today to 123 Main Street. I hope you enjoyed the tour and that I answered all your questions. If anything's still on your mind, shoot me a text. I'm here to help. And if you fell in love with this home, don't wait, be the first one to put it on.
Yeah, that's good. I love that. And if you're sending it to like an individual, you can say that first part, be like, hey, thanks, Sarah, so much for coming in, or what, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Did you come on anything?
I did, it wasn't as polished as that, just trying to get the basics, thanking them for coming in, also thanking them for their time, because people's time is very,
Yeah.
important. So thanks for taking that time to stop in. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to reach out. And also just to add on to that is, let them know that if, you want to follow me or whatever on social media, there'll be plenty of more opportunities in the future. Check out amazing properties just like that.
I love that. Good job. Anybody on in Zoom world? Anybody come up with anything?
I gave it a go and I just, again, hi, address the person that you're sending the video to. It's Christina. And just say something like, I have to ask, did that pool steal your heart? The way it did mine. Thanks again for coming to the open house. It was great meeting you. I'm glad you got to see what makes this home so special. If you'd like to take another look or find similar homes in the area, let's set up a private showing. Shoot me a quick reply and I'll make it happen. Talk soon. Thanks again for stopping by.
Love it. That's awesome.
I learned about the house. That's a good idea, because it's
very good.
right?
So I had a few for a hot lead. Hey Sarah, thanks for coming to 123 Main Street. Since you love the kitchen, I'd love to show you 2 similar homes nearby. What would this week or weekend be best? Somebody who's browsing. Hey Alex, great meeting you on 123 Main Street. Curious, what's been your favorite feature in in homes so far? Kind of get what they're looking for. And then a neighbor, hey Maria, thanks for stopping by. If you'd like, I can send you a free home value report for your property, so you know what your neighborhood's homes are selling for and what your home could be worth. So those are good. Anybody else want to share? All right. Perfect. So the last thing here is, we want to help automate the system. So we want you to use different AI tools as well. So ChatGPT, Command, Canva Magic, Jasper, a few of those things. So what I challenge you to do is come up with a way to help implement systems for you. So if you make a system like a flow chart or have ChatGPT come up with something, but you make a system that can be repeatable, you never have to think, oh shoot, what do I need to do to have a successful open house again? So I'll create one, and I want everybody here to create one as well. And then if you come on Monday, next Monday, we'll go over and we'll see what you guys come up with. I lied to you, we don't have a class next Monday because it's a holiday.
That's right. We'll do open house.
Yeah, 2 Mondays after, on our next Money Monday. But yeah, and then that one's probably gonna be on AI, so it'll tie into that. So again, use ChatGPT or some other AI platform to come up with a system you can follow for every open house. So what do I have to post for social media? What day do I have to post? What should I be posting? A flyer, a video? What day should I be making video content? Marketing, sign placement. Where should I place the signs? How many signs should I have? Do I need to ask to borrow signs, etc.? Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Anybody? What are some ahas today? Some takeaways. I'll take 2. And I'll keep you captive for 15 minutes. Just kidding. I'll start and I'll go with mine. So the biggest one, which they said in the beginning video, is don't break eye contact with the person you're talking to. Pretend that new person that walked in. Hey, have a look around. I'll be with you in a second. Talk to your person. Stay with that person you're talking to. You want to build that rapport and get that business. What about you guys?
I was gonna say, just, the thing that you ended with, implementing a system, you know, that's repeatable, I feel like that's great, because a script is meant for a reason, just like, you know, in acting, you know, a playbook in sports, you stick to the script, you get it down, you know it, and then you repeat it for success and you change it as needed, but I love that.
Appreciate that.
Mhm.
I like Kelly's, make it authentic, make it real, get to know them. People don't care how much you know until you show how much they care.
Wayne's giving you kudos, Kelly.
That's
all
awesome.
right.
I also one of my ahas was you mentioning open make the raffle bigger. You know, take it to social. Make it, yeah, that's an awesome idea. I love that.
Perfect. Well, thank you. So I'll have the recording done and I'll put it on our YouTube so y'all can check it out if you need to. I'll send this stuff to you and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Ladies on Zoom, if you need anything, text me, call me, or email me, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
See y'all.